to my channel. I'm really excited about this new vlog, this new video. It's actually of a new series. It's an extension from, or rather it's an idea and a concept birthed from my blog, www.crazycool-blogspot.com. I'll put the link down below. And it's called the Entrepreneurship Chronicles series. It is set on me sharing my journey as an entrepreneur, entering business, talking about work and elements behind work. And I just had an epiphany last week. I was like, okay, I seem to have a series going on here where one is about relationships, one is set on encouraging new people, and the other one is about my journey of losing weight, or not losing weight, gaining the right tone and shape that's suitable for me. And I was like, okay, I don't share one element of my life, which is my everyday life, which is building a business from scratch, and the journey that it takes to do that, and the mentality, spirituality, emotional level that you need to have to do it. So I decided I'm going to share that, and share elements that perhaps that are more in a more business mind oriented, and in that kind of thing, that kind of focus in mind, about you building yourself, even in the workforce, even if you are working for someone. And I wanted to have a vlog and a post, a video post specifically centered on that particular journey. So yeah, and I hope it continues to inspire you. I hope these videos will be the matchstick that you need, that light up a fire in you. So the first video is going to be called the Thomas Edison syndrome. I called it this because what better way than to start with a man who failed 9,999 times until he got it right. If you don't know who Thomas Edison is, I suggest read up on him. But in brief, he is the man that invented the light bulb. He is the reason why you can see at night. He's the beginning of the chapter of what has become the light bulb, and the inventions behind it, and the improvements behind it. But he failed 9,999 times. And he is quoted to have said that the 9,999 times were not failures, were just the steps he needed to take in order to come to the end and to the result that he needed, which is a light bulb that was working. And the first light bulb that he invented lasted for 13.5 hours. It is important that we as individuals see failing the same way as Thomas Edison did. And he saw failure not as failure, but as the steps that he needed to take to get to the end result he was aiming for. And you know what is also interesting about the 9,999 times of failure, or like the attempts that just didn't work? What's interesting about that is he followed the 3 P's that lead to the one final P. And this is my formula, and this is my method that I have learned that I must adhere to in my journey as an entrepreneur, which is having patience, being persistent, persevering through it. And when I do all these 3 things, they lead me to one ultimate result that I'm looking for: prosperity. So in life, have the Thomas Edison syndrome. Have the ability to persevere through it all, patience to just stick it out no matter how frustrated you are, and being persistent, like waking up every day and just tweaking something a little bit so that you can get the end result that you need. And when you're building a business, when you're walking a journey of the unknown, a journey where people do not understand, believe you me, you really need to have a Thomas Thomas Edison syndrome, which is seeing everything that you're doing as a step that you need to create that big grand picture, that big grand result that you're looking for. And success does not come without failure as a recipe. That's just how life is. You cannot succeed if you haven't failed before. End of. And when you fail, failure is a sense of definition for yourself, because it will define who you are. It will define you as someone who will give up, or will define you as someone who will keep on striving and running through no matter what it takes. I'll just end with this. You only have one life, so do it successfully. The one thing you could do, and the worst thing you could do, is give up on yourself. Learn to have a Thomas Edison syndrome, a Thomas Edison culture of working hard at achieving what you set out to do, no matter how many failed attempts you come across or you endure. Because in order for you to be prosperous, you need to persevere, be persistent, and be patient. Those 3 P's must exist for you to get to where you want to be. Always remember that. Never give up on yourself. Thank you for listening to my message, and I really look forward to sharing more videos of this kind. Take care and have a great Thursday.